Alright, here's another angle of the reach hand, which was this one. We turn it to the side. This is another good silhouette to learn how to draw. The fingers are a little tricky here. You've just got to make sure you know where they're actually coming from. So you can see I am looking at my hand with the thumb closest to me. Whereas in the video I think I had the hand the other way, obviously because the camera's looking at my hand. So I'll draw the wrist first for this one. Bottom of wrist. This is still going to be a square, but different type of square. And like that. Okay, so the span. We have to draw the edge here of our first finger before we do the span. And then span it like that. That would be the little finger. And then the thumb is here. Thumb muscle. And let's just drop in a rectangle for the thumb. And that will be that finger. This is going to be quite a difficult one. But we're going to keep it blocky. And the little finger goes off there. So let's start here with the forefinger. That fingernail shows us which way we're going. Adding in those contour lines under there, under there. Just keep your eye on the span that you drew and see where those fingers need to pass over it. And which finger is further back, which one's in front, the gap between the fingers. So give that a bit of that little knuckle there on that little one. There's a mark, there's the under knuckle, we can call it. Just look at those wrinkles. There's the under knuckle. That's the under knuckle there. And then that little fleshy bit. The knuckle's quite straight. That's the basics. This one is tricky. Alright, thumb, let's give that an ellipse. And remember the knuckle. All the angles in this hand are quite subtle. So the more subtle something is, the harder it is to get it right. There's a thumbnail. Thumbnails always help. Quite a fleshy wad of skin there on the hand. Let's get some of these block lines out because they will start to confuse you. Okay, so I'm looking at my hand now. That line down there, I've definitely got to make sure that that thumb knuckle is obvious. Go like that. This line is pretty smooth. There's nothing too much to do there. Just clarify some of this. That line slants down a lot more now. I mean, who knows? My my hand is moving and changing, and then you look back and think, well, I've done that wrong, but your hand's moving. You can't help it. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Nothing at all. Just keep drawing. If someone's calling for you to come and clean something up or make them bloody dinner, ignore them, just keep drawing. This thumb thing here needs to be sorted out. The reason why I made that so definite there is the light is really showing that knuckle. So I will do a little shadow thing over it, and that will help clear some stuff up. You know what? See this thumb here? We will do that again. Not because it's not perfect, but because it's distorting the proper angle of what that thumb would actually be doing. So if you want to just do another piece, just alpha down the layer you're on, make a new layer. This thumb I should have done more top down, and what told me that was that fingernail and the way I've done that knuckle should be more even on the shape of this thumb, not favoring one side. So that's why that should be like that. Thumb is round like that, and that's more even in the middle. Go back to the original layer, hit L for the lasso, and you're lassoing the old thumb underneath, and hit delete. So that's gone. Get rid of that lasso thing there. Bring that alpha back up to bring in the new thumb. You can just go to the thumb, which is on the top layer, and drop down to merge with below. That now makes that one complete drawing. Right, now let's add some shadow just to help things on the back of here. So that's going to go behind that knuckle there. Top of the finger. This is the shadow from the thumb, because the light would be coming from here. And there's not too much else because the light is hitting a lot of that hand. Maybe that one there. Maybe slightly across the bottom of the thumb. There's a little bit here. And it'll be all of the wrist. A bit of the finger, and this little thing here. Finger. Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, I did it pretty quickly, but the only thing I would say is probably these fingers here, these three, I would probably swing them back around so they're not so coming towards camera. So we can see where we went wrong and right. We can do our block thing again with the red and the new layer. So palm, and then you've got this span, which I would take it all the way just around to the forefingers. Just use spans. I was tempted to go underneath where the thumb was, but no. Use the span for the panel of your fingers. Don't include the thumb. The thumb is a separate appendage to this hand. It is a difficult one because this is all very sort of complex and it's being hidden by this wall here. So you've kind of got to draw through because you've got this kind of circular. See the line from the small finger? It goes all the way up here to the forefinger and then around to your thumb. So if I clear, this is just to show you the kind of theory behind following certain laws of the hand. This goes all the way around to this finger, and then this flap, this skin, and back around to this thumb. It's like that. You've got to be conscious that that's what the hand is, no matter what position the hand's in. You've got to make sure that they kind of match up. That's really one of the most important things of drawing a hand, is making sure you know where those fingers are coming from and how they all connect to each other. If you get this main part here right, you'll make less mistakes with all of this stuff. Knowing where these bones are coming from that palm, is the most important thing in drawing a hand. Alright, that is a hand reach from the side.